Welcome once again to a vlog. I am your host. Today, I'll be talking about the fifth episode of House of Dragon. So, we're at the halfway point of the season. This episode is a little slower than previous episodes, and it felt like a setup for the second half. Even though it was a little slow, it was still very engaging. By this time, I'm very invested in the characters and excited to see what happens next. This episode felt like a powder keg ready to blow, and we started to see little cracks in everyone's favorite characters. It did feature a wedding that wasn't as exciting as the Red Wedding. Even with saying that, it still managed to keep me at the edge of my seat, waiting for a big explosion that never quite came. It did end on a cliffhanger that they ended up spoiling a few seconds later with the preview for the next episode. While I love me some House of Dragon, I don't think spoiling a cliffhanger was the right way to do things. I don't blame the writers, but come on, marketing department at HBO Max, that wasn't cool. So that was the spoiler free section. Now let's get on to the spoilers. In the last episode, the king decided that his daughter must marry, and since she hasn't picked a man, he's going to do it for her. King Viserys and Rhaenyra sail to Driftwood to make the proposal for her to marry Laenor. All seems well, but Lord Corlys and his wife speak in private, and we learn that their son is gay, and they really don't know if it's all going to work out. They're also worried about what's going to happen the day Rhaenyra becomes queen, which is all a pretty interesting setup. We know that Rhaenyra and Laenor don't really want to marry each other, but they're doing it because they have to. We're also getting a preview of the conflict that's sure to come. We meet Laenor's boyfriend, who seems like a nice enough guy. Rhaenyra makes a deal with Laenor, which is basically that she knows that he has a boyfriend. She does too. They'll have a few kids because that's their job, but otherwise they're free to be with whomever they want. Elsewhere, we meet Lady Ria Royce, who is married to Prince Daemon. She's a free-spirited woman who doesn't really want to have anything to do with Daemon. I guess she's more of a fan of 12 and not so much 11. Anyway, I really liked her. We only got to know her for a few minutes, but I really don't know why Daemon dislikes her so much. Maybe he doesn't like people who aren't submissive to his desires, but I found her to be quite fetching. Anyway, he accidentally spooks her horse. I don't think this was done on purpose, and it almost seemed like he was going there to reconcile. I know people might think it's strange for a horse to do that, but horses have a tendency to get spooked at the weirdest things. She falls off her horse, and as Daemon is starting to walk away, she curses him. So he exterminates her. Now, this wasn't in the book. In the book, she fell off the horse and died, but the showrunners mentioned that they did it because they felt it made sense. I can also see this creating more conflict. While back on the boat, Sir Christian asks Rhaenyra to marry him, but she's fine with the way things are. Queen Alicent confronts Christian about the rumors regarding Rhaenyra. Not realizing it was about Daemon, he confesses to having sex with her and asks to be executed. He's excused, so he tries to kill himself until the queen intervenes. Now we go to the feast and the wedding. Daemon returns and is accused of having killed his wife. Daemon denies it and demands his inheritance. During the king's speech, his wife, Queen Alicent, makes an appearance wearing green, which is a call to arms. During the feast, Laenor's boyfriend confronts Christian and suggests that they guard their lover's secrets. But Christian ends up beating the poor guy to death. Now, I really didn't understand his reaction. Perhaps they'll expound upon it in later episodes, but it seemed somewhat out of character. unless if he thought he was somehow protecting Rhaenyra. So the hall clears and they have a private wedding. As Rhaenyra and Laenor are exchanging their vows, the king collapses and we end the episode. Now, if you haven't seen the preview, skip this part. Maybe 5 to 10 seconds. So the king isn't dead. You can see he's clearly alive in the preview. Now, I thought the king died. I thought that would have been a very powerful way to end the episode, and I was just starting to like him. So, while this was a bit slower than previous episodes, it was still really good. They're slowly moving things into place, and I'm just waiting for it to all come to head. I think the episode's ending could have had more impact if they didn't spoil it in the preview. While this episode was more of setup, I'm really interested to see what they do in the second half. So, those are just my thoughts on the episode. Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to be late with the next review, so hopefully you'll bear with me. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.